Hi, my name is Tyrone Barnes, and I'm a music therapist, and I'm the founder of People's Music Therapy. People always ask me why I became a music therapist. Well, I actually didn't choose to be a music therapist. At least, I don't think I did. In the year that I was born, my grandfather died, and in his will, he left me his guitar. I grew up hearing stories about my grandpa and how he would bring people together with the music, and so I always had this idea in my mind of what a guitar player could do. And so when I was 13, I started teaching myself. Fast forward to senior year in high school, I was obsessed with music. I'd bring my guitar to school, I'd play it in between classes, and when I was bored, sometimes I'd play it in class. And on one occasion, I got invited to be a peer counselor, and I started working with a youth who was new to high school. And I was in a classroom with him, and he was crying, of course, and I couldn't really find the words to work with him. So out of boredom, I pulled out my guitar, and I was learning a song by U2, With or Without You. I think that was the song. And before I knew it, the youth was singing the words with me, and turns out this was his favorite song. And so after about an hour of being with this youth, we'd sung through the U2 catalog and maybe even started writing our own song. And I went back to my teacher, head was down. Oh, I'm really sorry. I think I made a big mistake. Like, I was supposed to counsel this youth, but we just ended up playing music for the last hour. And that was the day that my teacher first told me the words music therapy. And I knew that, wow, this is a career? Amazing. And I think at that time, I was thinking about myself and what I could do. But what I learned going through the program is what music therapy can do for others. And so music therapy really is the idea that I'm passionate about. Once I started working as a music therapist, I got a contract at a jail. And at the jail, I sharpened my teeth and I learned what music therapy really could be. And the youth really taught me mostly what music therapy could be. And using hip hop and poetry, the youth would come in and share their ideas with me. And I would just hold that space for them. After a few years of being there, I realized that I really had something tangible that I could offer to the community, something different, something unique, something that could maybe be best practice in music therapy. And so after a while, I started to gain more contracts, more partners in the community, and I was able to hire a few staff. And so we're about 10 staff now, and we're all using some of those values that this youth shared with me while I was working at the jail. The impact of the community, I think that, as as we've been growing here, people seem to really love what we're doing. And I think that we're kind of at this point where, we need a little bit of capital to access a studio. Our in-home model has been working fantastic, but as we've discovered, well, not every youth has a home. And so we want to have a little home to invite youth to. Of course, some money for instruments would be great, but I think having the studio would be a great starting place. And so if we could have the money for rent, to maybe get a drum kit and some recording equipment, I think our impact could be really huge. We've already demoed a little bit of a studio in New Westminster using a music school as a base. Of course, hours aren't super convenient. And so if we could get our own, I think we could really dive into doing music therapy, supporting more youth here before they end up in prison. And I think that this model really could work both in Vancouver, the surrounding area, and across Canada. And, as big as dreams go, maybe beyond its borders as well. I think I probably took up too much time, but anyways, thanks for yours, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.